This is a press release, January 2019. It's about the war, but can anybody see what's wrong already? Can you see what's wrong? Well, there was mobiles, but that guy isn't looking. That guy's not looking at what he's looking at. You have to watch this. I'll put the link into this news and you can see for yourself that the phones. And then this lot come in. I think it's quite frightening what they're saying, to be honest, is what they're doing. Anyway, so I noticed here he's got a beard and moustache. Let's go back to here. There. He's a different person. And so's the person behind her head. You don't really see the guy on the right talk. It's the two bald guys that do. And as come across, there's a beard on them. Start changing into CW. You'll see. I'll leave it like that for a minute. Anyway, look. Now this person's changing. And look at that person. They lost their head. See it again. They've lost their head. Not only has he lost his nose, he's lost his head. The White House. Nobody noticed he lost his head then. Anyway. I'm sorry. The president is superimposed on this video. He is not there standing in front of that person. I don't know how they do it all. I said they were actors. And as you can see, yeah, they're not together. They're not in front of each other. So, Betty, the only people that are allowed to go to these meetings are the press, and the press are in on it, because they know. Well, they don't go, do they? Because this is all done in a studio. All done in a studio. Look at that. On to the next bit. Hi there. I spent hours doing another video when I came across this footage, which I thought I'd share with you. We have a look-alike. That one is someone different. It's a bit like your Brenner, that one. I'll play you the clip that it's coming from after I've played this. I was just a bit horrified. That better not be the DA. There, it looks a bit like Elon Musk. You know he likes to fake around. Looks like Elon Musk there a bit. But not here so much, but just there. Then they deep fake them in. And it goes across to where those lines are. And then there's someone else. Always look like they've got makeup on, but now you can see how fake the head is, and actually look, you can see through their face. To the line. There. Almost looks like a woman, doesn't it? at the same time. Anyway, at least you know how they put their faces in now. You can actually see the line coming down here. Anyway, with the next bit. Oh yes, look at that. You can see through their head. See through their head? That's what blew my mind. Look at that. See through his head as well. Look at that. She looks, well, the person behind looks like an actress. Anyway. Oh yeah, it's so sad. So sad you've got to put the wall up, isn't it? Again, just look. I could go through this and spend hours on this video. How they sort of morph with each other and so forth. But you can already see here. Everything is wrong. Wrong perspective. Cut in. Etc. Etc. But this one. Sorry, I just think it looks quite like him. Anybody thinking they know what Chris Watts looks like and what his nose looks like, you're going to see in a minute that actually it is the same nose, same eyes. Look at the mouth. There you go. Same crook in the nose. Then tweak to their faces, deep fake them in. Chris Watts, he just turns up everywhere. He's even helping the president now. Just look at the eyes. The eyelids. We know that they tweak things and do things to them, so they've got to put him in. But the middle one looks like the left one, and the left one's supposed to be the right one. And then look at the crook on the nose. They're the same person. They look the same person to me.
And I just wanted to explain to folks that I'm with on the dais, people I've known very well over the last 2 years, people that have been extremely supportive of what we're doing on the border. They're tough, they're smart, they think, they love our country, they have every quality, and I'll tell you what, I really know them well, and they have the kind of qualities that we need in our country, and they've done a fantastic job at the border. It's ICE, and it's Border Patrol, and a man who's really become a friend in a sense, Brandon, I will say this, Brandon Judd has been a stalwart in terms of justice for people, in terms of fairness, and in terms of the toughness you need. You have some pretty tough situations. It doesn't get much tougher. So I just want to thank Brandon and all of the folks. I'm going to have them introduce themselves right now and also say a few words about the wall, about, you can call it a barrier, you can call it whatever you want, but essentially we need protection in our country. We're going to make it good. The people of our country want it. I have never had so much support as I have in the last week over my stance for border security, for border control, and for, frankly, the wall or the barrier. I have never had anything like it in terms of calls coming in terms of people writing in and tweeting and doing whatever they have to do. I've never had this much support, and we've done some things that, as you know, have been very popular. So I'm going to ask Brandon Judd to just step forward and say a few words. This group has apprehended last year 17,000 criminals trying to get across the border. 17,000. And that's one category. There are plenty of others. The other thing that has been so incredible is what they've done in terms of drugs and stopping drugs. And with that, and with everything else, plenty unfortunately come through our southern border. But I'm going to ask Brandon to come up, say a few words, and maybe introduce our friends and some very brave people. Brandon, please. Thank you.
Thank you, President. We really appreciate all the support that you've given the Border Patrol. We appreciate the support that you've given ICE. My name is Brandon Judd. I'm the president of the National Border Patrol Council. I've been a Border Patrol agent for 21 years. I can personally tell you from the work that I have done on the southwest border that physical barriers, that walls actually work. You hear a lot of talk from the expert that there are experts that say that walls don't work. I promise you that if you interview Border Patrol agents, they will tell you that walls work. I worked in Naco, Arizona for 10 years. We didn't have physical barriers in Naco, and illegal immigration and drug smuggling was absolutely out of control. We built those walls, those physical barriers, and illegal immigration dropped exponentially. Anywhere that you look where we have built walls, they have worked. They have been an absolute necessity for Border Patrol agents in securing the border. We need those physical barriers, and we appreciate President Trump and all of his efforts in getting us those physical barriers. There's also a lot of talk on this shutdown that federal employees do not agree with the shutdown. I will tell you that's not true. And with that, I'd like to introduce Art Del Cueto. He is the Vice President of the National Border Patrol Council. He's also a longtime Border Patrol agent out of the Tucson sector, and he'd like to say a few words about the shutdown.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Once again, my name is Art Del Cueto. I am a Vice President with the National Border Patrol Council. And I want everybody to take the time to understand what's going on. We are all affected by this shutdown. We have skin in the game. However, it comes down to border security. And we are extremely grateful to President Trump, and we fully support what he is doing to take care of our nation's borders, to take care of the future of this United States. It has nothing to do with political parties. You all gotta ask yourself this question. If I come to your home, do you want me to knock on the front door, or do you want me to climb through that window? We fully support the president and all his efforts to secure our nation's borders.
Hello, everyone. My name is Hector Garza. I'm the Vice President of the National Border Patrol Council. I am also a Border Patrol agent of the Texas border. I just want to talk about some of those criminals that Border Patrol agents apprehend on a daily basis. We're talking about murderers, rapists, people that commit very serious crimes in this country. ICE has been doing an amazing job in deporting a lot of these people back to their countries. Unfortunately, once we deport these people will not stay in their country. These criminal aliens that have been released from jail, that have been deported, will come right back into the United States. However, if we had a physical barrier, if we had a wall, we would be able to stop that. Again, we want to thank President Trump for advocating for Border Patrol agents. And again, we ask our congressmen to fund border security and fund the border wall. Thank you.
So this meeting was set up a long time ago. It just came at a very opportune time, and I thought We were all sitting in the Oval Office working on different plans and different ways of stopping the problems that we have in our country. And other countries have problems, but nobody like ours. The economy makes it, I mean, even more so. The economy is bringing people in because we're doing so well with the economy. Unemployment is now 3.7%, and that's among the lowest we've ever had, lowest in 50 years. And among certain groups, it's the lowest historically. So I just appreciate them being here. I said, let's go out, see the press. You can tell them about the importance of the wall. They basically said, and I think I can take the word basically out, without a wall, you cannot have border security. Without a very strong form of barrier, call it what you will, but without a wall, you cannot have border security. It won't work. You see what's just been put out on social media where thousands of people are rushing the border. Having a drone fly overhead, and I think nobody knows much more about technology, this type of technology certainly, than I do. Having drones and various other forms of sensors, they're all fine, but they're not going to stop the problems that this country has. We've never had more people wanting to come to the United States, and that has to do with the economy and has to do with a lot of other things. We're doing great as a country, but the better we do, the more people want to come in. So, folks, I just want to thank you very much. It's an honor to be with you, and I'm glad you came. I'm glad we came out here. And first time I've ever done this is the first time I've done it. I've done it for you, and I'm very proud of that because you have done a fantastic job. And I want to thank you all. Chris, thank you very much. Thank you all very much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Are you not taking any questions at all?
The point of the briefing room is to take questions.